welcome to Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, Tennessee. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Tigers offense will have the football first. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground. Back to throw, it's Nolan. Under fire. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Memphis picking up the tempo.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The play-action fake. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand.
And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, this guy's a backup maybe for a reason, because on his first carry of the game, he puts the ball on the ground. If you don't have ball security, your coaching staff doesn't trust you to get it done.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Pierce. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Here's the pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Memphis wants to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Got it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
Running inside. It's Hayden. Tackled there by the defense.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. RPO complete to open the drive. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Pierce. Middle of the field, Coleman's got it. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Look, I know this guy's tiny, but on these slant throws as a DB, you got to get your hands on him because he's just too quick. He's going to cross your face too easy otherwise, and he did right there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The kick is on its way. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Got it. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Memphis picking up the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. The short hands. It's Hayden. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Peterman, minding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Right back to the well. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the 1st. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the 1st half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Great coverage, great break of the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to...
Finding some room. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Probably the only people upset about going for it on fourth down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on fourth down.
Back to throw, it's Pierce. Pucks it out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. On first down, here comes this offense. Running the red zone, it's Peterman. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
Wants to throw on third down. Gets it out quickly. He's in for the score. Touchdown.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And the Tigers headed quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Going long. Snags it inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense... in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now this offense is back on the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Dropping back, it's Pierce. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. Upstairs, he's got it. Lots of running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Memphis wants to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Makes the grab, it's Tipton. Turning it on! And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Finds a tight end. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Using the quick game. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Pressure coming. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field, and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. and finds his man on the left. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. On the run, fires downfield. Got his man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Memphis calling for a timeout, their 1st of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. He's looking to throw. Bringing the heat. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now Memphis will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keep. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Now the Tigers will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. He got it back corner of the end zone.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
That's caught. It's Gunderson. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Scanning the field, it's Pierce. Looking to the big tight end. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! And they turn it into a defensive score.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick 6 in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 10 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Buckeyes who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. And it moves their mark to 8-1 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Liberty Stadium. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Back to pass, it's Pierce. Hauls it in.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need him to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Taken in on the right side by Coleman. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The run inside. It's Peterman. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Second and inch is a really good time to take a shot. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone from...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This to go play the lottery. He's the luckiest D lineman in college football. You're lucky if you ever get one interception. He did that last week. He just got his second interception on the season in the...
Taking it the other way. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Pulls it on the option. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Memphis picking up the tempo.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that something.
There's some room. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a man. Under fire. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off play action. Finds us back in the middle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. On first and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone is under action. Defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down. So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Tigers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. To the air, it's Pierce. Here's a heat. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Memphis.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay. And he did right there with that pick six.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking to throw on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Another incompletion on third down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Memphis sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Guys?
Okay, Holly. The give to the back. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. Memphis will be forced to punt. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to pass, it's Pierce. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left.
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. This is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions, making big play after big play. Both these guys, you got to tip your cap because the quarterback play so far today has been absolutely outstanding.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Peterman. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Bailey. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Back open in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Pierce. Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go. What a grab with one hand. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Give to the back. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
And the offense got themselves in a tough...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Quarterback decides, let's think this 4th down play over, and he calls a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Running inside. It's Hayden. Here's a little room there. The 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Sprinting all the way, he'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Peterman. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. To the air. It's Pierce. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. This offense has it with really good field position. On the move, it's Covey. Nice move there. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. Memphis heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. The inside handoff. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, Tigers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Now facing a 3rd and long. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, and whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Memphis Tigers offense ready to set up shop. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They want that clock to run. Stumbled to the ground.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got a man. It's Johnson. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? The run inside. It's Covey. Maybe a crease. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad. 3 losses in a row is not good. They got to figure something out, but it's a long season still. There's still a lot of room to find some positive, Jesse. Maybe throughout the way, there's going to be something happens that's positive.
So you're saying there's a chance. I like it. Always positive. Glass half full, Dave. But listen, I don't think they can fix everything in 1 week. I think this team needs to go back to the drawing